Hi there. Let's go over the new compensation plan for Infinity Reloaded. I'm super excited and you should be too. Listen, there's a lot of opportunities out there. We all know that. We've all seen it. If you've been around for a long time, like I have after 25 years, you know what's good and what's not good after a while, okay? Now, there's a lot of good things out there and there's a lot of bad things out there. Infinity Reloaded. Why is this different? For two reasons. The first one is low cost of entry. Now, $37 to join an opportunity in my book is a low cost. You have low cost, you have medium cost, and you have high cost. Medium cost is like $100 to $200. That would be medium. And high cost is something like $500, $1,000 or over. That would be a high ticket. Now, low cost, $37. Okay, now that's interesting, right? But what happens is that most opportunities don't pay you back enough. So example, somebody joins at $100 or $200 and they only get like 40% back because most companies, when you're working for them, products, health products, I mean, pretty much all the MLMs in general, you're getting like 40, 50%, maybe if you're lucky, 60% back. So you sign somebody up at $100, you're getting back $40, $60 from that person. Now, why is that difficult? Because a lot of people need to find two, three people before they get their money back. And what do? They end up quitting on you. In Infinity Reloaded, we're getting a big whopping 85% back. 85% back. And how is that separated? Check this out. You're going to freak out here totally. Okay, I'm just going to show you the percentage here right away. There it is. And the levels. We're getting 85% back, but how will we pay 85%? Look at this. First tier, 70%. So everybody that you personally sign up is on your first tier, or call it your first level, or your first, whatever you want to call it, but it's your first level. Now, 70% of everybody you sign up is going in your pocket. So 70% of $37. Now, all the people on your first level that you personally sign up, they're going to be on your second level. Well, all those people that your people bring in, you're going to be getting 5% from everybody on your second level. Now, everybody on your second level, everybody they bring in on the third level, you're going to be getting 5%. On your fourth level, everybody they bring in, you're going to be getting 3%. And on your fifth level, you're both going to be getting 2%. And this is all from $37. Now, that starts being a lot of money. I'll show you a little example here that I just figured out here. I did one here. Let me just take this down here. We'll go to my little worksheet that I created for all of you. So basically, what does that mean? Well, if somebody signs up directly under you, you're getting 70% of $37, which is $25.90. It's pretty cool, eh? So you sign up one person, you're getting $26 back. Basically, you're getting all your money back almost with one person. So you're paying $37 every month. By the way, this is monthly. That's why we can build a residual with this and have money coming in every month. So somebody comes in on your team, he's giving you basically almost all your money back. You're basically going to be losing, if you have one person, 26, 37, $11 a month if you have one. Hey, that's pretty cool. Now, what does that mean? It just means that most of the people that you'll be finding on your team are going to stay with you, because who can get at least one person, right? I mean, most people can, okay? And if you can't, well, you should just change business. That's all right? Now, that person that comes in, if they get somebody on your second level, you're getting 5%. What is 5% of $37? Well, it's $1.85 for each person on your second level. On your third level, everybody that comes in at 37, you're getting 5%, which is another $1.85 off of everybody. On your fourth level at 3%, 3% of 37 is $1.80. Here you can see it, $1.11. And on your last level, your fifth, which is 2%, well, 2% of $37 is 74 cents. Now, what does that mean? I'm just going to take this off because I don't want to show this right away. It's not important. Now, what does it mean here? If you, let's make a small example of one person on your team finding 5 people. I'm not talking about you getting 10, 15, 20, 30. Let's say you just get one person, one networker who really likes this opportunity and wants to build this with you, just one. Well, that person that you bring in, $25.90 is 70%, times one person gives you $25.90 on your first level. Now, if this one person gets 5 people, we said that 5% is $1.85 for each person. Well, $1.85 times 5 people, that would give you $9.25. Now, if those 5 people on your second level, they each got 5 people, well, 5 times 25 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25. So now $1.85, because you're still getting 5% on your third level. So $1.85 times 25 people, you'd be making $46.25 on your third level. On your fourth level, if those 25 people, they all got 5 people each. Well, on your fourth level, 3% is $1.11. Well, $1.11 times 125 people, you'd be making $231.25 on your fourth level. On your fifth level, if those 125 people, they got 5 people each, well, 125 times 5 is 625. And since 2% is 74 cents, comes out to 74 cents times 625 people, it would give you a big total of $462.50. Now, if you add one person who got then 5, 5, 5, 5, it would give you a big total of $780 a month just with one person who brought in. You got one person who came in, one, and he got 5, they got 5, 5, 5, all the way down 5 levels. You can make up to $800 just with one person. Now, come on. I'm not saying that it's going to be perfect where one person is going to get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Though what it does mean is that one person who comes in, you can make, my God, you can make more than that, because if everybody brings in 10, you can double, triple those amounts. But let's say everybody you bring in brings in $100, $200, $300. It's crazy. 85% never seen before in the industry, and you'll never see it again. So even if you're doing anything, you're welcome to bring it in Infinity Reloaded, because you're allowed to bring one opportunity of your choice. So when you'll be promoting Infinity Reloaded, you'll be able to be promoting your opportunity at the same time. Isn't that cool? That's what I really like about Infinity, because we know that everybody's doing something else. Well, you can bring that something else and promote it at the same time as Infinity. Now, just before I get into another step, I want to just get this clear, okay? You see the power, 70%, 5%, 5%, 3%, 2%, just mind-blowing, okay? The power of 85% on $37 is just going to be crazy. But it doesn't stop there, because we wanted to make it a little bit more interesting. So what did we do? Well, we went to, here, I'll just take this out. You come in at $37, you're a bronze. Well, at $37, everybody you sign up gives you $25.90, we said, right? Now, what happens is, as you start building your team, the money that you accumulate on your first level, second level, third level, fourth level, on the 5 levels, when you accumulate, look all the way to the end here, bronze, $37, $25 commission, upgrade. Well, at $250, when you've accumulated $250, the system is going to upgrade you automatically to the next level, which is silver. What does that mean? Well, it means that if somebody on your team starts building, and how does it, 250? Well, that's going to go fast, because if you have made $25 off each person, basically what it means is that if you get 10 people directly under you, you're making 250. But you know what? It doesn't mean that, because you might have one person. You remember the explanation I gave you earlier, with one person you were making 800. So you could be making $250 with one person, with 2, with 3. I don't know. It just, hey, only God knows it. All right. Now, all I know is this: $250. A lot of people on your team are going to be making it. When those people get to 250, the system is going to upgrade them automatically to the next level, which is silver. Now, the $75 is not coming out of their pocket. It's going to be coming out of the money that they're making, because now they're making more than 250. So the system is going to say, okay, now that you've made it to $250 a month, within a month, we're taking $75 of that 250, and you're going up to silver. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, it means if somebody's on your team and he goes to $75, you're getting what? If he's on your first level, you're getting 70% of $75. What is 70% of $75? Well, it's $52 here. You see, look at the silver. At 37, you'd be making 25. But if somebody on your first level gets to silver, you'll be making $52. But remember, when somebody gets to silver, on your third level, you'll be making 5% of $75. If they're on your third level, 75% of 5% of $52. So what it means is that 70%, 5%, 5%, 3%, and 2%, those percentages, whether they're at $37, whether they're at 75, whether they're at 150, 350, you'll be making the percentage of that amount for each person in your downline. Now that's where this thing starts to get crazy, and I mean crazy, all right? Now, what happens when you get to silver? Well, then you're going to start having people on your team, and you're going to start making a little bit, because you're going to be making money faster. Well, when somebody on your team accumulates $750, the system is going to upgrade them automatically to gold. What is gold? Well, that means he has to pay $150 to be gold. Now, is that coming out of his pocket? No, because he's making more than $750. And the system is going to say, and now that you're making all that money, you're going to take 150, you're going to be gold. What does it mean for you? Well, it means if you get somebody who's gold on your first level, you're making 70% of 150, which is $105. Imagine you have a gold under you every month, and he's giving you $105 every month. Isn't that amazing? Come on, nothing comes close to this. Nothing. You got to take this, listen to it, run with it, because this is real, and it's going to be around for a long, long, long time. Why? Because the people that are going to come in are going to be able to get people at 37. Why? Because they're going to be able to make money fast. If they make money fast, they're going to stay within your team, and that's where things will get out of proportion. I mean, big time. Now, just to go very quickly past these next levels, when you're at gold, you start having people on your team who are silver, bronze, gold, etc. You're going to start making money even faster. Well, when you get to $1,500 accumulation within a month of profits, within the 5 levels, with all those people at different levels, well, the system is going to upgrade you to platinum at $300. What does it mean for you? Same thing as all the other ones. You'll be making 70% of 300, which is $210. See, if you're a bronze, you're making on your first level $25. If you're a silver, you're making $52. If somebody is gold, you're making $105. If somebody is platinum, you're making $210. That's for your first level, that's 70%. But if somebody is at $300 on your second level, that's 5%. Well, you're making 5% of 300. I mean, things start accumulate fast, okay? If you go on, you'll see that the next one is 3,000. So when somebody reaches $3,000 profit, they're going to be upgraded to the next level, which is titanium at 500. Well, that means 70% is 350. So you have a titanium under you on your first level, you're making $350 every month. That starts being crazy. Hey, if you have somebody that gets to diamond, you're making 70% of 1,000, which is $700 every month, just one person on your first level. Now, listen. If you have a diamond on your second level, 5% of 1,000 is $50 just from that person on your second level. On your third level, you're making 5%. If somebody on your third level gets to 1,000, you're making $50 every month just from that third level. You understand the possibilities here? Plus now you're making 3% on your fourth level. So everybody that's 1,000 on your fourth level, well, you're making $30 at 20%. The last one is 2,000. So when somebody gets to $10,000 accumulation during a month, and every month this starts over, by the way, okay? So when you start the first of the month, the system starts at 0 and it calculates all the money you're making. So when you accumulate that amount, it brings you up to that level. What is the cool thing? The last one is 2,000. So hey, imagine you have somebody who's at 2,000, at 70%, you're making $1,400 just from one person. Now listen carefully. This is where I want you to follow very, very carefully. Every month, the system starts over at 0. So if you're building a team And let's say next month you start building, and for some reason you made it to $1,500 of money total in a month. So what did the system do? The system upgraded you to platinum, right, at 300. So now you have to pay 37 is automatic every month. The only thing that you have to pay every month for Infinity Reloaded is $37. That's the only thing. That is every month. So if you join on the second of the month, every second of the month you have to pay 37. That you can't get rid of. That is automatic, and that's our residual that everybody gets paid on. Now, as you made it to $1,500, the system upgraded you to platinum, which is $300. So what did that mean? It means that you paid 37, then you paid the 75 for silver, then you paid the gold 150, then you paid the platinum at 300, right? But here's the good part. If you know that your team is at $1,500, the month after that, you can either start over again at 37 and go all the way up. So what it means is that you start at 37, you pay on your second. Then as soon as you get to 250, the system makes you pay 75. As soon as you get to 750, the system makes you pay 150. As soon as you get to 1,500, the system makes you pay 300. Now, what we changed, and it's a lot better, is that you can decide where you want to go. So if you know that your team is at about 1,500 or more, you know that because you have the same team as the previous month. So you know that you're going to be getting to 1,500. You can go directly to gold without having to go back to the beginning and paying each one. So what does that mean? It means that I know that my team is at 1,500 and more. Well, I'm not going to waste money on the earlier levels. I'm going directly to gold this month. So what does that mean? It means I pay 37 and I pay 150 for gold. That's it. I don't have to pay the 75. Same thing is if my team is over $5,000 in 5, 6, 7 months from now. Well, if I'm making more than $5,000 of a total volume on my team, it means that I'm going to be a diamond and I have to pay 1,000. Well, I'm not going to go pay 75 for silver, 150 for gold, platinum. I'm going to go directly to diamond and pay my 1,000 because I know that my team is going to get there and I'm going to save all those earlier amounts. All right. Now, I think that's pretty clear. What does that mean also? It means if you find somebody and he's a big marketer, he doesn't want to come in at $37. He wants to come in right away at the gold level. Why? Because at the gold level, we have a lot of incentives. There's a bonus pool. There's the rotator. There's four to five very good reasons why you need to get to gold as soon as possible. Gold means 150 a month plus your 37, which is 187. If somebody comes in on your team as a new player and they're a good marketer, you know what? They can go directly to gold. They don't have to start all the steps. I mean, if somebody wants to come into this business and go directly to the $1,000 level because he's a big marketer and he knows that he can get other people at 1,000 right away, hey, the door is open. You can come in at the level you want, where you want. You can start at the beginning, go all the way up. You can go directly down. It's all up to you. You decide what's best for you, your best interest. That has changed, and that is just mind-blowing. I love it. It just makes a lot more sense. The next thing that we also changed, which is startling, is we have, like, this is income stream Infinity Reloaded, and this is where we're going to be making our money. But we also wanted to introduce other income streams so we can make multiple streams of income. But we made it optional, meaning you can join if you want. You can join when you want and how you want and the ones that you want. So we have 5 income streams. Will the income streams change? We don't know. We're going to be starting off with Easy One Up, Big Club Network, Moneyline, Udemy, and Skinny Body Care. Now, will something change there? We'll see as we go along. You know, we'll do what's better for everybody. But what's nice is this. If you like 2 of these opportunities, you can just join 2. If you like 3, you can join 3. If you like 4, you can join 4. And each time you go up a level, we'll be explaining each opportunity as you go up. So we'll be teaching everybody what each opportunity is as you go up the levels. What I like is that we made it optional, okay? Because I've always believed that Infinity Reloaded at 85% on 5 levels, that's where all the money was going to be made. Now, the extra opportunities is just to give a little bit of cherry, a little bit of sundae. like a little bit of pizzazz all over that. But it's in your interest. So if you want to join it, you go ahead. If you don't join it, it just means this. When you're promoting Infinity Reloaded, the first thing that the person will see is going to be your link for Infinity Reloaded to join Infinity Reloaded under you. At the same time, there's going to be opportunity sponsored. So if you're promoting something else, which is not those 5, something that you've been doing before, you want to bring it in, well, the person, when they join Infinity, they're going to see your opportunity. It's going to be called sponsors opportunity. So they click on it and they see what you're in. And if they like it, they'll follow you in your opportunity. At the same time, there'll also be bonus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are the different opportunities that we have within Infinity Reloaded. Now, if you are in one of those opportunities already, you don't have to join. You just put your username. That's cool, okay? So if you're in one of those opportunities, don't worry. You're in it. It's okay. You don't have to join again. If for some reason you don't want to join something, well, the person who's going to join is going to see the link of the person earlier. So that's how easy it is, and it makes sense, okay? So I love it. Infinity Reloaded. I hope you understood what 70%, 5% on your second level, 5% on your third level, 3% on your fourth level, and 2% on your last level means. We're talking about a big whopping 85% on 5 levels, never seen before. We're talking about $37, 85% on that on 5 levels is just amazing. But it gets better, because as you start accumulating money on your team, the system is going to automatically upgrade you to $75. Well, now you're making 85% off of $75. As you start accumulating $750, the system is going to upgrade you to $150, like I just showed you earlier. So I want you to think about that. Can you see the power of this in the next year from now? When you start having people on your team who come in at 37, they start building their team, now they get to 75, and they get to 150, and they get to 300, and they get to 500, and you start having all these people all over the place on your first level, your second level, your third level, your fourth level, your fifth level. Wow. I don't know. I'm blown away. I'm sorry, but nothing in 25 years has even come close to this. Nothing. The next thing and last thing that we also did in the compensation plan to make it a little bit more interesting is 30% passive. What does that mean? Okay, short explanation. Okay, you're a bronze, okay? Now, what does it mean, bronze? It means that you come in at 37. So everybody that comes in at 37 as a bronze, you get paid 70% if they're on your first level, right? You get paid 5% on your second level and so on. But let's just stay on our first level at 70%. If I'm a bronze at 37 and you join me at 37, I'm getting 70% of your $37, which is $25.90. But let's say I'm a bronze at 37, that you come in as a gold, or your team is going so fast that the system upgraded you to gold, okay? Whichever way, either you went there or the system pushed you there, you're a gold. Well, if you're a gold and I'm a bronze under you, what is the system going to do? Well, it's going to give me 40%, not 70%, because I have to get my 70%, I have to be the same as you. I have to be a gold. Well, I'm not losing everything, because there's a lot of opportunities online. Now listen carefully to this. A lot of opportunities online. When you're not at the same level, you get nothing of that. You just get the level you're at. So if you're at $25 and somebody's at 25, you'll get the 25. But if they're at 500, they come in at 500, you're not getting nothing of that. Here, it's not the same. If somebody comes in at $1,000, or whether they come in at 2,500, whichever amount they're at, you're getting 40%, even if you're not at that level. Now that I like. I really think that's smart. Why did we do that? Was to get people wanting to upgrade, okay? Why? Because if you're losing 30%, where's that 30% going? It's being passed up to the next person. So example, we'll say let's say I'm you, okay? So I'm a bronze, but Bob, which is you come in as a gold. Gold is 150. Now what happens if I'm a bronze? Well, it means that I'm getting 40% of the 150, which is $60. So even if I'm just a bronze, I'm still getting $60 of your 150. And the 30%, here, if you go follow the red line, you'll see that 30% means $45 gets passed up to the next gold. So if you go on top of me, you'll see that Fred, he's a gold. Well, it means that I got 40% of the gold. And Fred, who's on top of me, since he's a gold, he got the 30%, which is the $45. Now, by doing this little incentive or pass up, we're pushing people to want to upgrade. Because if you're a bronze at 37 and you have somebody who's a gold right under you, okay, you're making $60, you're losing $45. Not too bad. But when you have two golds under you, and now you have two people at 150, you're at 37. Now you're getting 40%, $60 on two people, 120, but you're losing $45 on the pass up. Hey, when you start losing money, you know what I'm going to do? Hey, I don't want to say anything bad. Yes, screw it. I'm going to become a gold. All right. So I'm going to make sure that I'm a gold. So next time when those people pay for their membership, I'll get that commission too. What happens if you lose 30% one month? It doesn't matter, because the following month, if you're at the same level, you'll get the full commission again. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I lost the commission because I wasn't. No, it doesn't matter. You'll get the 40% the next month when the person pays again. If you're now at that level, you'll get the 70% again. So it just balances out. All right. 85%, 5 levels, never seen before. Different income streams that are optional, that you can do the ones that you like, and we'll be explaining them very thoroughly in a way that you'll become experts in each one. You can do the ones that you like. You can bring in your opportunity to promote within the system, and this system, with all the upgrades and updates that we're adding to it, is going to become the opportunity of a lifetime. I believe it, I know it, I feel it, and I hope I can get that message over to you. And run with this. I mean it. You run with this. So get this video out to everybody on your team so they can understand the compensation plan and how important it is to understand it. Because when you're explaining it to somebody, if you understand this a little bit, it'll be like walking on, eating a cake. Okay, it's just so easy to make people understand what that kind of money means. And if you're having a little bit of trouble with it, just share the video with the person and they'll understand it even better. With that, we're going to have weekly webinars every week where you can invite people to hear us in person. And you can also connect with your superior or your upline to have three-way calls. So with that all said, remember also we have 3 Facebook groups, where one is for members only. Once you join, make sure that you're added to the members group. That's where we welcome and we make everybody feel like at home. We also have a training and support Facebook group where you can get answers if you have questions, and there's a lot of training, extra training. And we also have a 3rd Facebook group for prospecting. Now that's a place where you can just invite people, let's say people that are skeptical a little bit. Well, you can add them to the Facebook group for prospecting so they can hear why this is important, why this is awesome. They'll get little videos, training, webinars, everything that we're doing to explain why this is the opportunity to be in. Well, that's a prospecting Facebook group that you can use as a tool. With that all said, I'll see you inside. If you have any questions, please get back to the person who invited you to this awesome opportunity. Sign up now and start sharing it, because if you don't share it, somebody else is going to share it to your friends. Trust me, it's either you make the money with everybody you know, or somebody else is going to make the money with everybody you know. Believe me. With that, God bless. Have an awesome day, everybody.